The 2% increase in energy prices announced today applies from October to December to anyone who is on the floating variable rate of gas and electricity from their supplier. And while it's an increase, it's not a big one. It confirms the trend that energy prices have come down and stabilised since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, but prices are still 40% higher, 20% in real terms when we adjust for inflation, than they were before the war. And there's not much chance of them coming down significantly in the medium term. What does it mean for consumers? Well, the thing is to look at what you're actually using and how much you're paying. Ofgem gives a notional price for the typical use by a household of energy that it puts at £1,755. That's an increase of £34 on what you'd be paying in this quarter. But it depends on what you use. That £34 could be erased if October were to start colder than expected, or it could fall if it's warmer. So what matters is what you're actually using. The advice is to shop around because there are now fixed rates below those maximum prices for the units of electricity and gas that Ofgem stipulates. So you can find better deals. They dried up completely after Russia's invasion of Ukraine, but they are back on the market. Also, paying by debit can make things cheaper. What's going to happen next? Well, we've seen some of the government's policy choices add to this bill. The Warm Homes discount, which is going to go to nearly 3 million people this winter, £150. Well, we all pay for that. That's been added to bills in this price round, and there's some more hikes coming down the road. You may have heard that we've committed to build a new nuclear power station at Sizewell. Well, the cost of that is going to be added to all our bills payable over the next 40 years. That's going to be at least £10 on everyone's bill going forward. There's also some increased charges for running the gas network. Not because we're using more, because we're actually using a little bit less. Homes have got more efficient, the weather's been a bit warmer. That means the cost of maintaining the network has to be spread across fewer bill payers and fewer units of gas. So it's actually pushing prices up. Expect that to grow as we move in the energy transition, when we'll be using a lot less gas, but we'll still need the whole network there to keep the lights on when the renewables don't deliver. So there are big changes in the energy market going on. The key to bringing prices down is to reduce and end the reliance on wholesale gas. But that's going to take time, and we're going to have to pay up front through our bills to get there.